Alrighty, welcome back to Awful Taste but Great Execution. I apologize in advance for not only this video, but probably all the videos this week for the really obnoxious red dot on my nose that you might not have noticed if I hadn't just pointed it out, but now it's all you're gonna be able to see, so isn't that great? Little miniature Rudolph over there. I don't know what it is. It's not a zit. It starts off, I had it before, it starts off like really painful and there's nothing, and then as the pain subsides, the red gets worse. So it's really weird. Anyway, now you know. It's probably a serious medical issue that I won't get checked out, because why would I do that? And we start off with number 19, truck boot. I guess that does bring a whole new meaning to the phrase truck boot. I know we've seen a million cars before that are turned into shoes. I don't know why it's such a thing, probably because people run shoe manufacturing or repair companies, and they're like, this is a great business expense. It drives attention to our brand, and also, we've watched Top Gear a lot, and they call the storage compartment of a car the boot. So we should turn it into a literal one. Won't that be great? Fantastic. That's gonna be a pass, I think. As exciting as it may be, I don't think YouTube will like it. Seen on the Autobahn. Oh yeah, dude, Catman. It's just, there's Batman, Catwoman, now there's Catman. It's just, you gotta be visible if you're riding a motorbike, even though that's actually supposed to sort of blend in more into natural surroundings. So it's using camouflage in the wrong setting in order to stand out more, which works out for the better. Is leopard skin, is it a camouflage? I'm trying to think, because they're in jungles, right? Oh God, I'm gonna show that I just know nothing about the natural world and I should stop right now. But this is great, commitment to the craft. If you're gonna make your bike look all leopard skin, you better just wear the suit to go along with it, and this person has gone all in, and I commend them. I would do the blue jumpsuit in the Ford GT, but I think people would just think I'm an asshole. This person, on the other hand, well done, bravo. Cessna 172 on a Volkswagen Beetle chassis. I don't mind this. This is really cool. The wheels seem just incredibly small. Looks like golf cart wheels. Were those actually big enough to go on a Beetle beforehand? Or I guess they could have swapped them out after the fact. I mean, it seems like a way to potentially make things a little bit more impractical. You had this amazingly narrow car, but then you added wings on the side of it to make it harder to go through places. And the wings are doing nothing except just, they're for looks. They're actually doing the exact opposite of what you want in a car, because they're giving you lift when you want downforce in a car. So what you should have done, actually, to show everyone you know what you're doing here with cars, is you should have flipped the wings upside down. And then you would have had some downforce, all right? Just imagine all these engineers out there working for big companies like VW, on which this is based, investing tens of millions of dollars into R&D and how to add freaking air force to their cars, when all you have to do is strap a big airplane wing on the top. You'd see planes flying up there. That's a lot of up force. That's what it's called, not lift, up force. And you just flip it upside down, you have an airplane, but it's going straight into the ground. I just solved all the downforce problems for future race teams. This specially created bald spot mullet. I don't know why. It kind of reminds me of just like an egg. It's like a cross section of an egg, but with the colors inverted. Also, just like, it's like a cartoon where a saw blade comes loose in the Acme factory and it just comes freakishly close to the top of the character's head, but it just grazes it. And this is the resultant effect. Barbara, I want to look like a saw blade just grazed the top of my head in a Looney Tunes cartoon. Say no more, fam. I got you. Well, there's something about the school bus in the background that just causes this to be very unsettling to me. Like, I don't ever want to prejudge anybody at all. But if I were to imagine myself in the position of a parent and I saw this standing outside of my child's school bus, I'd be like, come here, little Timmy. Don't look over there. Let's just head on home. Except we wouldn't be able to not look over there. Our eyes would just be like glued. It's freaking magical power that this person has that just causes you to have to stare at the boots. Oh my God. I bet they're warm, even though you have to just walk completely stiff-legged, like your legs are just straight stilts. Gotta be a little impractical. I think this fits in here. I don't think this is awful taste or great execution. I guess there was some taste involved. Hey groomer, I wanna make my cat look like a Shar-Pei dog with extra rolls in its skin. Oh, say no more, fam, I got you. And the cat's like, no, but I didn't ask for this. If I could meow in a coherent fashion you could understand, you goddamn idiot. I don't want this. So could you not cut my hair so it looks like rolls of fat? I've worked very hard on my physique, excuse me. When you've filled my bowl to the brim, I've exercised self-control and not consumed all of it, and now you're gonna make me look like it anyway. Yeah. Oh, poor thing. I mean, I realize it's not actually hurting the cat, but that cat is probably, what the heck is me? I don't get it. Found this scrolling through Twitter. Honestly, kind of a brilliant idea. I've never really thought about the fact that the splash guard, is that what it's called? Probably not, but you know what I'm talking about. On a scooter, kind of looks like a tongue coming out of where the handlebars are. It's really actually super smart. But what you could have done is you could have made the lights actually be the eyes. And I realized that's kind of a nose there, so it would have been weird if you could have made it a triclops. So like the lights were eyes and then this was another eye. You could have surrounded it like in eye whites and the lights were pupils. It would look really creepy. More supercar-like. If you ever looked at the front of supercars, a lot of them look kind of aggressive face-like. So you would have gotten that. This Lambo my dad took a picture of in Singapore. I mean, it's fine. It's just a wrap. It could come off anytime. It could be part of a rally or something like that. The kit on it, the aero kit, is, that might actually be, I know there's a factory aero kit option you can do on the Huracan. I'm not sure if that's it or not, but it's not tastefully done. It's kind of like the Deadmau5 Ferrari, except it's the My Little Pony Huracan, and I can't come up with a pun for that off the top of my head. In this case, at least, he probably won't be cease and desisted, because I think even though I do like me some Ferraris, they sometimes can be a little bit picky about their brand and send him a cease and desist for the whole Nyan Cat rap on his car, saying that it was devaluing Ferrari as a brand. It's like, oh God, you guys don't have to do that, but I'm probably now going to be ineligible for any Ferrari hypercar down the road because of this, but it's whatever, dude. It's whatever. I can get behind something like this. I think it's in great fun. Would I do it myself? No. An absolute masterpiece. I like how every now and again we just get a bit of Nicolas Cage up in here, you know, the old super realistic Nicolas Cage tattoo that we got up in the title bar here. Every now and again you get a Nicolas Cage backpack where you can open his nose and also just, you know, open his scalp up. You can really get inside and see what's going through Nick Cage's head. I'm sure an officially licensed product. I'd love to see some kind of Instagram story of a celebrity, I don't know, going to China or something and finding a market that's just selling a backpack with an image of, like, Nick Cage finding this at a market wherever it's made and buying it. Nick Cage, I know you watch my videos, make it happen. I saw we were posting kitchens. Here's this leather monstrosity. Oh, it's an insane asylum. That's one thing. It's sticky is another thing. It looks like the leather might be wrapped in plastic, which is why it's shiny. So it's like an attempt to make it so that liquid splashes and, I don't know, fruit juice that flies out of cutting a fruit doesn't get all sticky and gross into the material. But it looks like the inside of a dollhouse or something, and it's disgusting, and I don't want it. It just makes me, it's unsettling, and it makes me uncomfortable, and I don't want to be in there. And any food that's prepared in there, I feel like has just been contaminated by soft surfaces. It's like, this is why we don't make toilet seats soft, even though I've had a million times when I've been like, you know, I've been on the toilet for an extended period of time, and it would be nice if it was a padded seat. And then I think, no, you see those, and they're usually, it's in like an old person's house, And it's just the association and then the fact that it probably just gets gross over time. Otherwise, you have to cover it with a plastic thing. And plastic on top of a soft cushion is also terrible. And there's just no way to do it. A well-groomed dog. Or my mom got her dog's feet shaved so that they wouldn't get as dirty when she went outside. Oh, that's also really unsettling. And I don't think it's helping much with the dirt problem, given that there's a big poof of fur right on top of it. I mean, to be fair, yeah, a dog with like big poofy fur is a mess when it goes outside. Oh, that would just, yeah, I wouldn't like that, dude. Shoes need to be taken off in my house, which for some reason is still weird to people. Like, you're weird for taking your shoes off in your house. You should tromp around with muddy, gross dirt from the outside. I'm like, you crazy? Why do you think that's more sanitary than walking barefoot, you weirdos? Whatever. Oh, it's just like, it's like those tiny hand things, you know, the little tiny hand toys that you can get, and then you bring your arms into your sweatshirt and you have the tiny hands on the edge. I should buy some of those just so I can have them, but I don't, sadly. Gonna probably be a pass on that, given the title. This handbag. That's a good way to definitely never get yourself into a bad situation with the police, ever. There's no way that could ever be misconstrued, and the police would think that you have a weapon and yell at you to get on the ground and hopefully not shoot you. So, yeah, maybe not a great idea to carry that around in public at all. Also seems like it'd be really inconvenient to actually do that. If you're going to carry around a knife and put it in your purse, you know, you'd probably want something that can be tucked into a sheath, you know, folds over, because you're just going to blindly reach into your purse and be like, oh, shoot, I just sliced myself on the gigantic kitchen knife I store in there. It's going to pose more of a hazard to you than the person who's trying to mug you when you like reach in and the first thing you do is slice yourself on the knife rather than grabbing it in order to wield it. Not advised. Found my wedding ring. I mean, clearly this is some kind of like prank item, something you would wear on Halloween. It'd be just really subtle, like, you know, you start off in a meeting with your finger on like the edge of a desk, and it's just like the prosthetic finger would be over the top of the desk, and then just slowly, casually, you like bring it out, tap it a few times, put it back in. You just kind of wait for somebody to notice, wait, what the hell is going on with Jordan's hand? And it'd just be kind of a little, it'd be good to have a hidden camera thing. A few little weird stares. There'd be no big payoff, but you get a few stares. Wallet, chain, ankle, Crocs. Thank you, small town malls. Wallet, chain, ankle, Crocs. Sounds like the title of a rap song or some kind of hook line in the chorus. Like, I got my wallet, chain, ankle, Crocs. I can't think of any other way to walks. And I even make sure that I wear my socks when I wear my wallet, chain, ankle, Crocs. My album dropping soon. This would go along well with one of the like kind of punk rock jackets that has all the, you know, the things. Really, it's like, have you ever seen on snowboard bindings, occasionally you'll have a safety strap that you hook onto your boot just in case a binding fails. And so this is just, he doesn't want to lose his Crocs. Occasionally they come off. He's been burned before, okay? And this way, even if they come off, at least they're still secured. It's practical. This tattoo. Them. You know that's permanent, right? Me. Oh, it's so meta. I guess this works if you have tons of other tattoos, but if this is your first tattoo, I don't know. It seems like there are maybe better opportunities than to be meta with your first one. You do you. There's no way you'll regret that when you're 80 years old, right? At least the tattoo artist did a very good job with it. Excellent execution on the art. This is what it is. It's just hard. I'm commitment phobic, as I've said a million times, and I will never get a tattoo. So it's just hard to put myself in the place of being like, yeah, that'll be good when I'm 80. But you know, it's each person has their own desires and hopes and dreams and aspirations. This phone case. Wow, that looks realistic. That's impressive. Bro, you could leave that out on a table and someone would pick it up attempting to eat it. And then they hopefully before putting it in their mouth be like, wait a minute, this either feels real stale or it's plastic. I guess they can kind of be interchangeable. Although if it's stale, it kind of flake off on the edges. Anyway, wow, that's, dang. Oh, it makes me uncomfortable. Like, just the idea, even though that's plastic, of putting it in my pocket. It's just weird. It looks so real that I'm worried about the butter smearing inside of my pocket. The butter that doesn't exist and isn't actually there, but well done. Well done indeed. You know, maybe it would be fun to use because you can put your phone upside down on the table and no one will think you're being antisocial. They'll just think you carry toast around with you everywhere that you then put in your pocket, which they might think is a little weirder than putting your phone on the table, but you never know. You never know. Well, that's it for the last month of Atbge. I hope you've enjoyed. Make sure to like if you like. Check out the playlist in the description if you want to catch more videos like this. Subscribe if you're not already. And if you want to listen to the music in the background, link is in the outro over on Mara Music. I'll see you next time.